football, babies.
Thank you, Irene.
Hello, boys.
Richard, William.
Richard.
A fascinating week in the NFL, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was a doozy.
There was a lot of shit going on.
A
And
lot of great picks by yours truly and Richard. William, you suck.
Yeah, it's all right.
that's the early line show. Tune in on Sunday for some time. Ray has to remind me to do it, and then I do it. Other than that, your opening takes from NFL, if you weren't busy doing trick-or-treating, like most of us were.
I'll go. Mike fucking White in New York. Who, you might ask? The fake Madden character that is in every Madden football game when you do franchise mode. Just shocked the number one team in the AFC. Raymond, can you let me know who that was? Hold on.
Ray, your opening take?
The
My opening
Bengals.
take, the Bengals, after being on this show, fighting for you week in and week out, saying you guys are for real, you go out there and lose to Mike White and the goddamn New York Jets. Fucking
Hey,
Just when I
Rich.
thought you never
Toot,
again are
toot.
you my power ranking.
Toot.
Never again.
Toot.
Never, ever trust Cincinnati or Cleveland or any of these loser fucking franchises. Come on, Ray. You're better than that.
I know.
My opening take is a little bit less spiteful, a little bit. Well, I guess not. Injuries. Derrick Henry out for most of the year.
Jameis Winston.
ACL. Oh shit! I had a whole list and I didn't write them down.
Calvin Ridley head case.
Mental injury that counts. Ask the Olympics. I don't know, there were a lot of big injuries. And usually those type of injuries, I feel like happen a little bit earlier in the year in the NFL season. And now this was week 8, about halfway through. And we kind of saw a flurry go down this year. Well, see how it impacts the season.
Allow hitting in training camp. This is why you see all these soft tissue injuries. This is why you see all these bad injuries is because they baby them. You can't hit in training camp. You can't season your body. You take 18, 17 game season beating. You know, you are on pads one day a week. Besides Sunday.
Do you think
Look
that
at your mother, Bill? the pounding she takes in that badge. That's why she's a seasoned pro.
Ray, you waited so long for that lame joke. I can see it in your face. Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, but
I can't
she
wait.
does
You said soft tissue pounding. That's all I can think of is your mom's badge. Jesus Christ.
she does take training camp seriously? This is the Simple Sports Show Wednesday NFL weekend recap, November 3rd. Welcome to the show. Am I doing the show or are you doing the show, Ray?
Ray, it's his show.
Thank you, Richard, for throwing over to me. Boys, what was the best game of the weekend? I'm going to throw it to each one
Before
of
we
us.
get into that, as always, this show is
yeah.
brought to you by White Birch,
Brewing,
the best craft brewing in New Hampshire. Ray, address, please.
460 Amherst Street.
Good side of Amherst Street. I expect you to mimic everything I'm saying from now on, so you know how to do it.
So
next time.
do it this time.
If you can get down to the brewery and get yourself a flight, get yourself a pint, check out some of these games on their big screen TV. I don't hear you, Raymond. And please do so. Get yourself a stout. Get yourself the best craft brewing in New Hampshire.
Yeah, sure.
If you can't get down to the brewery, then get at your local beer store.
And
Tell them the
the
Simple Mind
Boys sent you.
White
Birch
Brewing.
Raymond?
Gentlemen, I'd like to know what your best game of the week was. Billiam?
The best game of the week, honestly, was Tampa and New Orleans. You know, you saw backup quarterback Trevor Semien just march his team up and down the field, and then Brady making that late comeback just to throw a pick six. Haha, sucker. Just to lose the game. I mean, I think that was the most exciting game of the week, besides Mike White and the Bengals.
That's going to be my game. Do you think that Trevor Semien will steal Jameis Winston's job? I do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think he's way more inclined to be the type of quarterback that Sean Payton wants than Jameis Winston. That felt like, what is it? Round peg, square hole. That situation, the whole, they were constantly on the cups of Jameis Winston making a mistake. I don't think Trevor Simeon's any good, but you just look him in that. It's like a Mac Jones situation. Let the coaching and everybody else do the thing, and
I think Taysom Hill. Honestly, I think you're going to see that.
He's a gadget guy.
Yeah, but they played well with him
gloves.
last year.
He throws with gloves.
So did Peyton Manning, didn't he?
No, only in Denver.
Okay, carry on.
How did that look?
Terrible.
You call, you saying Taysom Hill has the mind of Peyton Manning? He can throw with gloves and get away with it.
No, God no. God
Teddy
no.
Bridgewater throws with gloves in Denver because he has tiny hands like Ray's
And he
dick.
sucks.
Oh, good one. I saw you setting up for that joke. It was just a fucking mile away. It was lame.
Me?
Rich, what was your game of the week?
Oh, Cincinnati and the Jets. Your Cincinnati Bengals, Ray, and the New York Jets. Mike White's New York Jets. Speaking about losing their job, I know that he can't because the number 2 overall pick is Zach Wilson. But the Jets look better with Mike White, that fake fucking Madden character. They look better with him.
Rich, can we take another minute to toot real quick? Two Bengals.
How do you let that happen? And by the way, you lost me Survivor Pool, you fucks, Bengals. How do you lose?
Thanks a lot, Tampa, you pricks.
To the Jets, the Bengals, the number 1 team in the AFC, the top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and Joe Burrow
Will be
the rookie of the year, Jamar Chase.
Mister, I threw for 400 yards last week against Baltimore. Lost to the New York Mike Whites.
Trap game. Who
are they playing next week?
Browns.
They'll beat the Browns.
They'll probably beat the Browns.
Because the Browns are equally as shitty in the mental capacity game as the Bengals. You can't trust them. I will never trust the Bengals until they win a Super Bowl. Same with the Browns. I will bet against them every fucking time. Can't trust them.
Look how upset he is.
Yeah, because this is right. This is the guy that texts me 30 seconds after the Celtics win that I have to eat a cum cookie. And now when he's losing the fucking bet, he has nothing to say for himself.
Oh no, I said they were trash. I always said they were trash. Cookie. That was perfect timing.
I don't want to eat that goddamn cookie.
Tatum.
My 50-54 Celtics. Let's go.
Yeah, Brown went on a 10-0
Where's your fucking update on the Celtics run in that one, Ray?
I just said it. Brown went on a 10-0 run.
Fuck bag.
The Colts Titans was my game of the week. Just divisional game, AFC South game. High scoring, which everyone likes to see, but Carson Wentz is such a fucking boob. You're up, you tied game in the fourth quarter, throw a pick 6 with 4 minutes to go. I mean,
ugly pick 6. The worst
back and forward. Derrick Henry done for the season now. Titans take it 34-31. Also, Titans I don't think are the real deal in the AFC. They're playing in a weak AFC South, so that's up for grabs.
You can't count that as a pick 6. He threw the ball lefty, and the guy caught it in the end zone in the middle of the defensive line scrum. Like that wasn't a play. Like that wasn't a Adrian Phillips pick 6. Carson Wentz just threw it up for grabs like a fucking pinata in the end zone.
Did you remember when he threw? I think it was against the Rams. He threw the shuffle pass right into the Rams linebacker's chest.
Oh yeah,
it was exactly
on the goal line. It was the same exact thing, but just way worse.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. He was getting sacked. If you look at that play, first of all, it's his fault because he didn't get rid of the ball. You're in the end zone. You have to get rid of the ball. He held it too long, and then he was getting sacked. So in his mind, I'm sure he's saying, I can't give up a safety and give the ball back, so I might as well just throw this fucking thing and hope for the best. But still, he's just a boob.
He's so bad. He's so bad.
Well, that's like looking like a really bad trade that the Colts did for him.
But speaking of him being that bad, the Titans have this tendency, by the way, who also lost to the Jets, Titans, that they will give up late chunk plays in big situations. We saw it in that Jets game. And as a Mike Vrabel coached team, that's surprising to see. So I don't know whether that's lack of concentration, lack of personnel. I don't watch the Titans enough to know exactly why they give that shit up. But to get that play out of your defense and then let that boob march all the way down the field and score a tying touchdown, it was like kind of
they got lucky to win. It's even worse, weird too, because Derrick Henry finished that game, had like 28 carries. I didn't see anything until this morning. I saw the Schefter tweet. I was like, "What?"
I don't think they took him out or anything.
No, he played. He was hurt. He took his foot. He got retaped. His cleat was off earlier in the first half, and then he had 30 carries. He was averaging 29 touches a game.
Those bones in your feet, like if it's a hairline there, I'm sure they said if you keep going on this,
he already had surgery today.
Yeah, so
which is crazy.
Tomorrow.
He had an MRI on Monday, so he has a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Biggest surprises.
Jets.
Jets. We just been saying it. The Jets. We had no with the fake Madden quarterback threw for 407 yards, and he got his head blown off in that game too, and still came back and threw for 400 yards. It's a Cincinnati forever will be the losers franchise outside of the Browns in the NFL or the Lions.
The funny part is you're the number one seed in the AFC. You have the Ravens who are on a bye. You have the Browns and Steelers playing against each other. You have time to make up more ground on the AFC.
You literally go up 2 games with the tiebreaker.
Fucking lose to the goddamn Jets. Egg on my face. Shame on me for thinking this franchise turned it around. I'm a cunt. I will always say that. Fuck.
I mean, you're right, Ray. It is a trap game. Certainly, I don't think the Bengals are a bad team, but I just will never trust them in big situations. No. Like I don't think they're bad, but they're clearly talented and. I think Stefanski has somewhat of a clue. There's just something in the water in Cincinnati, or that shitty fucking chili that they eat that they can't get
Skyline chili.
These type of situations in games, and they never will unless they are consistent. You asked like, what gets them out of the prove it bucket? Consistent success with championships, or at least very close to it.
Or going to an AFC Championship game.
No, not just once. You got
to. Mark Sanchez went to 2.
Yeah, the Jets are still the worst organization in the NFL, probably. It's them, Bengals, and Baltimore Browns.
No, Detroit Lions.
Ooh, Lions are pretty.
Great segue, Bill. I give you this 2021 Detroit Lions, the 2008 Detroit Lions, and the 2017 Browns. Which one of those is the worst team of all time?
We might be looking at it this year. I mean, I actually know that Cleveland Browns team. That Cleveland Browns team was bad.
They won 3 games in 3 years.
Yeah. What was he? 30? What was he? 332 and 1.
Yeah, 3 games in 3 seasons.
Yeah,
right. Is that the stat? Or 3 games in 2.5 seasons?
Didn't they go 1?
Whenever you took over,
you went 0-16, then 1-15, right? And then
they went 0-16, and then they did the Bud Light thing where they locked a case of Bud Light in the stadium, and they wouldn't unlock it until they won a game.
Yeah, I think they went like 0. They went 1-15 or 2-14 the next season too. It was.
I think they went 2-14 because they
maybe it was 3 wins in 2 seasons. Whatever, they sucked. They were that Browns team has to take the cake, and all those fans with the jersey of all the Browns quarterbacks.
I love it.
4 of those was in that run.
Oh, yeah. And then you got Dan Campbell crying on the podium for the Lions right now. That's when you should be cutting the ties of your head coach and saying,
why? I don't understand. He had a cup of coffee coaching the Dolphins after Joe Philbin got fired. Dude, what made you think this guy would like you go from Matt Patricia to this like rah, like we're going to kick you in the mouth kind of guy. And now
have you ever worked with someone? So I've worked with, I don't work with them. I know people that you see them and you're like, how the fuck did you get this job? They interview very well. They go in there, they fucking, they're dressed up. They can answer all the right questions. But when you get out there in the real world, it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck did this guy get a job? He's a clown.
No, that's right. It's not Dan Campbell. It's the ownership. And like, what do you expect? That whoever in the Ford family is running this team,
Martha
Ford.
Like, they don't have any qualifications to run a fucking NFL team. And they probably don't have any fucking qualifications to run a business. They're the Fords. Henry Ford was 100 years ago. Like, they've just inherited everything they've ever gotten.
Never worked
they're
for
plenty
anything.
Nice people. They hired Dan Campbell. They have to be, but they're probably a little bit racist too, just based on history.
Well, they had Jim Caldwell.
That's true. Who was the best coach they've had in like 40 years, by the way.
Jim Schwartz was a good coach too, and they got he had a couple of bad seasons, but I believe he went 10-6 with them and took them to the playoffs.
Was it Schwartz or was it Caldwell they had playoff teams in both of those regimes?
Schwartz, I think, was the Des Bryant.
No, I think it was Caldwell that they fired after a 9-7 season, and then that was when Patricia.
Because he was like 71 years old. He was like
they had Jim Bob. They had Jim Bob Cooter there, right? Didn't they?
No, he was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it was Caldwell. Then Caldwell looked dead on the sidelines, but he had some good teams. I mean, they forced 2 all-time players into early retirement.
And then they took a $1.7 million back from Calvin Johnson, and he's like, until they pay me my money, that team can go fuck himself. Did you notice in his Hall of Fame speech, he didn't mention the Lions once? Not once.
Do you blame him?
No, look what you did to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders would have rushed for 20,000 yards if it wasn't for the fucking Ford family.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. He was the guy, not fucking Emmett Smith. Please give me fucking Barry Sanders all day.
Speaking of Emmett Smith, great segue, Bill. The Cowboys yesterday, Dakless. Cooper Rush making a start at quarterback, throwing for 325 yards and 2 TDs. I think this Dallas Cowboys team is for real. I mean, they're going there. Mike McCarthy's doing all the right things. There are 4 teams in the NFC that I think are competing for the Super Bowl, and the Cowboys are one of them.
Let me ask you something, Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Cowboys, I give you some teams, and you say, yes, the Cowboys can beat them, or no?
Mm-hmm.
Rams.
Yep.
No.
Cardinals.
Yep.
No.
Packers.
Yep.
No.
I agree with Bill.
Of course you do.
I don't. Again, the Cowboys are another team. You got to prove it to me. You were good in the '70s, and you had 3 good years with Jimmy Johnson, and you've been shit ever since. Because
Arizona's a toss-up because I think that loss of JJ Watt is bigger than we think.
They had some cracks. Their future MVP quarterback is banged up because he's 5 foot tall, average height. Sorry, Ray, and continues to get hit. He looks shaken up in that Green Bay game. But if AJ Green turns around, they win. So I don't know. I don't think the Cowboys can beat those other teams. I really don't. I don't think their defense is good enough, and I don't think they have the pedigree. And I think they got stank. I think they got Jerry Jones stank on them that comes back to haunt them every fucking time. Talk to Roma. And I don't think Dak's that guy yet. He's got to prove it. He's in the prove it bucket.
Aren't they leading like all offensive categories right now too?
Who gives a fuck? So are the Bengals. They lost to the Jets.
Fuck you. Moving on. See, Jay going Shane right there. It's Leonardo DiCaprio right there.
The fucking Jets. They lost to the Jets. They gave up, not only did they lose, they gave up 34 points to Mike White and the Jets.
Moving on. Best matchups for week 9. I have the 4-4 Browns traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 5-3 after
That's
losing to
bold.
the Jets.
That's fucking bold of you to bring that game in front of our face after this whole segment talking about that. The best game is going to be the shitty Browns lost.
I wasn't even going to put them on
Bengals lost to the Jets.
Slate of games this week.
Wow, Ray.
Shame on you,
Set
Bill.
of fucking cojones on you.
Thank you. Next up, I have the Packers 7-1 traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 4-4.
That should be the game of the week.
I'll take that.
I have this as the game of the week. The Tennessee Titans 5-2 traveling to the LA Rams at 7-1.
It was
going to get smoked.
Yeah, there's no Derrick Henry.
We'll see.
All right.
Going to get smoked. Hold on.
Can't wait to read your power rankings.
Wait.
Oh,
I should have had this up before. I apologize. Let me just run you through the other games.
They're not really good.
We say this every goddamn week. Every week. Cardinals, 49ers. 49ers look better against the Bears.
It's the Bears.
Cardinals, 49ers. Would you rather see that or Browns, Bengals?
Browns,
Cardinals.
I'll watch Cardinals, 49ers. NFC West first. That shitbag Browns team. Browns are going to get smoked, by the way. You're right. Titans, Rams, Packers, Chiefs. They're the primetime games. After that, yeah, it's not that great. Vikings, Ravens.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not that great.
God.
It's terrible, actually. It's really shitty. Damn it. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's not a really good slate of matchups. So,
okay, let's do this.
Are we ready for it? Everyone's favorite.
I got to figure out some theme music for this. But go ahead.
NFL primetime music.
Everyone's favorite part of the show. Dr. Big Mac's power rankings. Let's begin. At number 10, I'm going to start backwards this week. At number 10, I have the New Orleans Saints at 5-2.
New Orleans. Just do the first 3.
At number 9, I have the Tennessee Titans at 5-2. And at number 8, I have the Las Vegas Raiders at 5-2.
Bill?
Yeah.
See, this is hard going backwards because I guess I know what you have coming up here, but the people listening don't.
Well, that's the beauty of it.
I kind of go through.
Would you take out any one of those and put someone else in?
Okay, that's a good way to do it.
I was trying to figure out a way to get the Chiefs in there, but I just can't.
Especially
it's amazing.
we don't know
It's amazing how far the Bengals have fallen.
who.
No, I think you're right. I don't know if we can slip anybody else into that.
I would
The
put
Chiefs, you can put the Chiefs in there, but you don't know. We're recording this Monday.
Honestly,
if they lose Monday night, they're fucked.
I have the Titans higher than the Raiders, so I'd put the Titans at 8 and Raiders at 9.
You just said they're going to get smoked to the Rams because they don't have Derrick Henry. So I put them at 9 to make everyone happy, and you fucking still critique my list, you cunt.
Rich?
I agree with Bill.
Oh, fuck you guys. All right. At number 7, I have the Baltimore Ravens at 5-2. At number 6, I have the Buffalo Bills at 5-2. And at number 5, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6-2.
Okay, well, I can see where your problem here is, and it's what we were talking about before that. So we can quibble over. We'll quibble over the top 5 here. Go ahead, finish up your list.
At number 4, I have Bills Arizona Cardinals at 7-1. At number 3, I have Dallas Cowboys at 6-1. At number 2, the Los Angeles Rams at 7-1. And at number 1, I have the Green Bay Packers at 7-1.
I don't think the Cardinals should drop from 1 to 4. I think going into the week they were the number 1 team, and then they lost to a 7-1 Green Bay Packers team who you have in the number 1 spot in your power rankings. I think ideally right now I'd probably have the Cardinals at number 3, maybe number 2. I think the Rams are still. I think I have the Rams number 1.
Yeah, I'm still NFC West 1 and 2. Wherever you want to go there, Rams or Cardinals. I guess Cardinals deserve to be dropped because they lost to the Packers. Packers 3. Cowboys are way too fucking high because of everything we just talked about.
I've Packers at 4. I want to go Packers at 4. No, Cowboys at 4, Packers at 3, Cardinals at 2, Rams at 1 would be
I got the Bucks over the Cowboys. They beat them.
So you have Bucks 4, Cowboys 5. I could do that.
I'll take that. Yeah, the Bills need to be dropped in my estimation, and the rest of that's fine. I don't know if I don't like trusting the Ravens.
Do you like the teams that are on there?
I don't think anyone else needs to be on that.
Oh yeah, that's a good list.
In time. So that was the first time you got that this year.
Thank you. It took 9 weeks, baby.
All it took for the Bengals to get the fuck off the list, and you nailed it.
And I started smelling the roses, and I realized I was fucking off.
Outside now, the Cowboys are a new shit team, and we'll try to walk you off the ledge.
We'll figure this out. We'll figure that out. Yeah,
walk you off the ledge on that one.
Yeah.
Although the Saints might, I don't know, Trevor Semien, they might be climbing. They might be climbing. Jameis Winston might have been the stopgate that needed to open up for them to make a move.
That defense is fucking nasty.
Well, Michael Thomas should hopefully come back soon, and then that's another piece.
What do they say? Week 8, maybe after week 8. So yeah, this week.
Semien went to the playoffs with the Broncos, didn't he?
Yeah,
I think he played in a playoff game.
I believe he did, Bill.
I think it was the year he took over Paxton Lynch.
After Peyton Manning was gone, yeah.
They drafted Paxton Lynch, and Trevor Semien was there. Took over. I think he got hurt, and I think they went to the playoffs. Pretty sure.
If they did, I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I'm usually wrong about these things, but either way. Stay tuned for the after show. That's a nice little tease if you want to hear the trivia question of Trevor Semien and his playoff experience. This has been the 7 Mind Sports Show, Wednesday NFL recap, Week 8, November 3rd. We will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.
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 What were you mouthing into the camera, or were you just trying to suck a proverbial dick?
You were trying to tell me to copy you so I can start doing this by myself.
Oh, well, you should have done it.
I was copying you like you told me to.
Did you Google it?
I'm Googling. Calm down. Jesus.
I swear to God, he fucking went to the playoffs. Never mind. I guess not.
Tim Tebow did.
Paxton Lynch, baby. We're thinking of.
Tim Tebow did. Tim Tebow won.
Then he lost 45-3 against the Patriots. Gronk had 3 touchdowns that game. What?
Did you see our video today on social media?
No.
Is that a fart and a burp?
No.
Did you fart?
I did not fart.
I did.
Oh,
okay.
You did.
No, I didn't. It would have been great, though. We timed that up.
No, it would have been nice.
Go check out our...
It would have been a hell of a fart if you heard it on this mic.
Go listen to our social media posts. You'll enjoy it.
Don't watch, just listen.
No, you could listen because it's pretty funny. I fucking still laugh every time I watch it.
You're an easy audience.
I am so dumb.
It's true. Bill, you find a ticket yet?
Ticket for
I'm
what?
not going.